Hey, I have almost 20 books here, so let's do a quick little book haul. I don't know if it'll be quick, but it'll be a little book haul. Starting with the most expensive things that I bought. Do I regret it? Not at all. Are they beautiful? Yes, they are. I cannot wait until they go into my shelves because they're omnibuses, so it's gonna take me a real long time to read them, starting off with this beauty. Look at her, she's gorgeous. This is Ghost Spider, also known as Spider-Gwen, and she is the stunning edition. Like, I paid some good money for this girly because she's out of stock everywhere. So there's that. And I didn't want the direct market because it's like not as cute. So I'm like, if she's gonna go on the shelf, she's gotta be displayed. So fancy snazzy cover that I couldn't turn down that I bought off eBay. Probably paid more than I should have, but that's okay. Here's the spine and then the back. There's also a cute little thing on the inside flap, and then the end, or like the hardback, has its own cute little design on it. I'm very excited to read it. Is it going to take me like a year to read this thing through? Possibly, but I will read it and I will love it. Next, also an Omni that I paid more than I should have for, also from eBay. We have all new Wolverine, which I've been wanting since it came out. Did I wait too long and it went out of stock? Yes, I did. So this one is about Laura, or X-23. Love her to bits. She's Wolverine's like clone daughter, and this is her taking up the mantle, doing her own thing, and you're gonna meet more of her like family, and it's just gonna be a blast. So very excited. And here's this cover, the spine, the back, and even the hardback is gorgeous with printed things on it. I love that they actually print things on it, which is nice that most Omnis are printed now. So those are my two Omnis. Love them. Next, let's do some manhwas or manga. Starting with why Raelina ended up at the Duke's Mansion. I have volumes 2 and volume 3. There's also an anime, which is amazing and adorable, and you should totally watch it if you have the time. Watch it. And the art style is to die for. They are so cute, and the romance, so freaking cute. Next, I have manga with A Tale of the Secret Saint. Adorable story. There's not really a romance going on here. It's about this girly and her dragon, and she's a saintist and all of her stuff while also trying to be like a knight. She's chilling, she's cool, love her to bits. She's also like a funny little silly little character. Next we have Spy Family volume 10. Love this one, love Spy Family in general. The family is so adorable and they're fun and just like murder and mayhem and cuteness all balled up into one. Like, yes please. So I have to stay up to date with this because me and my brother both read this. We adore it completely, so it's going on the shelf because we both read them the day we got it. Next we have The Seventh Time Loop, which has a longer name of The Villainess Enjoys a Carefree Life, Married to Her Worst Enemy. And the relationship is so freaking cute. So I have volume 2 and volume 3, and she uses all her past life knowledge in order to help her in her current life to survive getting murdered and trying to save the kingdom and do whatever she can to progress socially and whatever. So like, it's great. Very political, very not political, very romancy, but like not. So I'm like, it's just butterfly inducing. Okay, next we have Cheeky Brat volumes 3 and 4. This is an adorable little romance. It's very similar to Maid Sama, so if you're down for Maid Sama, read Cheeky Brat. There's basketball, and she's like in charge of the team and as like a manager, and he's a player who's I think a freshie, might be sophomore now, but like the first volume I'm pretty sure he was a freshie and she's not, but they're cute. Some Target finds. I found Hooked by Emily McKnight. Any book. that is like twisted fairy tales. I will be all over that in a second. Also the fact that this is dark twisted fairy tales, that's similar to like the vibes of Killian on OUAT, because Once Upon a Time Killian, that man has my heart, thank you very much. So I'm very excited to read this. Next I have A.K. Mulford, A River of Golden Bones, which I haven't heard much about this book. I know it's a twisted tale as well. It's similar to Sleeping Beauty with the curse, but the curse is put on her twin sister who's in love with this, or like gonna marry this guy who's I think a werewolf. He's the only one who knows that they're twins. So she was always supposed to be like in the shadow, kind of similar to Imposters by the Uglies author. So I'm very intrigued by this. I don't know how it'll go, but hopefully it'll be fun. I have this book called Swimming Without a Net by Mary Janice Davidson. It's a mass market and it's such a pretty cute little design. It's a fun small little book about mermaids, and the main character's name is Fred, or Frederica, and she's a princess. Technically, not really. Possibly. Is a little confusing, but there's also a love triangle that you can tell who you're gonna root for probably from the first book, and then you just know where it's gonna go. I got this off Amazon, and I should get the third one because it's a trilogy and this is the second book. Am I gonna pay for it? Am I gonna buy it? Probably not anytime soon, but I want to. Next are all from Half Price Books, starting with The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She's an alumni from my school, so go off queen. And I really want to read this. I read the first one the week it came out, honestly, and then I haven't read the rest of them because I wanted them all to be in hardback and like to match, and then when it came out at Barnes & Noble it was like not there. So it was never my time to get this book, and now I have it, but I need a cute little refresher because I don't really remember what's going on. It's similar to Knives Out in the fact that there's an inheritance. Not that there's been anybody really murdered, but like there's an inheritance and this whole entire family is trying to fight to get it, and they have to solve these different mysteries to figure out who's gonna get the inheritance. And she is similar to a chess piece being a part of the game, but she was informed about the inheritance, showed up to the place, has no connection to this family supposedly, and she's like, why do I know how to solve all these mysteries? Do I get this inheritance? Can I get this inheritance? Because I would like to acquire it. So I hope she gets it. We shall see. There's also a cute little romance with two dudes. Not that they're like, you know, but between her and possibly these two guys who are brothers. So there's that. I don't know who to root for. I really don't. I don't remember their names either, so that probably changes who I'm rooting for. Anyway, would love to read this. And then I got Raiders of the Lost Heart by somebody. Joe Segura? One of those. Probably a great author. Never heard of them in my life. This is kind of very similar to Raiders of the Lost Ark, but like romancy. It is a contemporary romance, which I have problems with contemporary romances where I don't feel very like connected to them. I feel like I can never finish them because I get real bored. If the romance is the only thing driving the plot and the romance doesn't feel like stable enough for me to care, why do I care? Like, I gotta have something else going on in order to like continue with the story, unless if the characters are like amazing, then possibly I could be intrigued to read it, but like no. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I would die for the Mummy, Brendan Fraser, not Tom Cruise, and this has similar vibes, so I'm like, okay. And Also really do love Indiana Jones. Newest movie, we're not going to talk about that. That didn't happen. It didn't need to happen. It was never existed. So there's that. Another similar book, which is on the newer side, To Have and To Heist by Sarah Desai. Also never heard of this author. Sounds like a little fun adventure because it's about a jewelry heist, about amateurs trying to figure out who actually stole the jewels and make a heist of their own in order to get them or something, to prove this guy is like innocent. I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, but you know, they'll attempt in some way, shape, or form, and sounds fun. There's also the same thing that was going on in the Hawthorne Legacy, is that there's a triangle. There's a love triangle. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sick of Vampire Diaries and like some other love triangles, but sometimes you can convince me that it's a fun time. Usually I'm like, pick one, take both. Pick and choose. Also neither. Neither is an option. I don't know. This book that I've never heard of in my entire life, Dream Boy by Mary Crockett and Madeline Rosenberg. Looks fun. I don't know if it'll be like excessively childish or not. I'm not quite sure. This book is about a girl who has dreams, of course. It's called Dream Boy for a reason, and in these dreams, there's a boy. Wow, shocker. So he's the most loving, adoring boyfriend that a girlie could ask for. And she's like, oh my god, wow. And then she wakes up and then goes to class. And he appears as a new student. She's like, what the hell? So there's that, which I really love dreamology. If this is similar in any way, I will die. It'll be great. If it's not, meh. But problem is that her dreams that are coming true aren't just cute little romantic ones. It's like nightmares as well. So we'll see how that goes, because it says if dreams can come true, so can nightmares. We have two books that I actually used to own and then I didn't anymore because I decided I wanted to drop all of Cassandra Clare's books, even though I actually did enjoy these a lot. So I'm gonna read them again and then see where we're going with that. So I wanted to retry the little series, starting off with these two. We have City of Bones and City of Ashes. They had all of the different like covers of the books and stuff, but I love these spines so much more because it has color. I don't care that the other spines like connect. I want the color. And like the other spines have better covers, but it's shiny. So I'm like the crab in Moana. If it shines, I want it. So I'm excited to try these again because I did really love these two books when I read them the first time. And I read the third one and I was like, wait a minute, incest? And that's when we stopped. And I was like, let's get rid of every single book on this shelf. That was my Cassandra Clare shelf that I'm deeply regretting because I had some signed editions with like a cool hardcover, and you open it and inside it had like an envelope. And it was kind of snazzy. If you know what I'm talking about, that's cool because I don't really, but it was fun to have. Now I have these and I can't wait to read them because I actually really do like her writing style to an extent. I think her writing style is fun and it's a fun adventure and I want to get back in the world because I really do love that movie, and even though the show has barely any connection to the books, love the show. Anyway, there's my cute little haul. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day, my dudes, and bye.